Hello everyone, my name is Blue Harvey, and today I'm going to show you the Crisis Core Reunion Final Fantasy VII speedrun. And I will show you the any percent normal category, because it's the one I've ran the most recently. Quick little side note before I'm going deeper into the run. If you want to speed things up, and because it's going to be uploaded on YouTube, I would highly recommend using the speed up feature that YouTube has implemented, because some parts might be less talkative. I need to explain less than usual, so it suggests to pick a better speed or a higher speed so you can get through the bot quicker and learn the run faster. Okay, so without further ado, let's start with the basics before we start the run. So what I usually do is go into the options of any game and set them up in any way possible that I just think are preferred for me. I've already done that. If you haven't played the game yet, or if you haven't done any of the options that you want it your way, do that. I'm not gonna talk you through that. You most likely have played the game already when you're watching this. So yeah, just set the options like you want to, and then we can hit new game. Now, the first thing here is Japanese and English voices. We have not tested nor timed a difference, and we do not think there's a time difference, but we could be wrong. We haven't done that, so picking whichever doesn't matter. I'm just going with Japanese because that's what viewer request most in my runs. And since we're gonna use normal mode today, I'm gonna use normal mode. This one doesn't matter either, just pick what's the best for you. And yeah, we can begin the game with the selected settings. Okay, without further ado, 3, 2, 1, go. So this game has cutscene skips, so you wanna basically mash start almost always, so you can skip the cutscenes as fast as possible. So I'm not gonna explain the cutscenes as detailed for every single situation, unless there's a very specific cutscene that needs to be pointed out, because you could save extra time if you pay more attention to those cutscene skips. Okay, now right off the bat here, this is the very first tutorial fight. The game prompts you a lot throughout the run, just FYI with these tutorial messages, and especially in new game, you will always see those and you cannot disable them. So you just have to deal with them. So you press start to get that away whenever one of those appears. And after that, what you want to do is you want to take a couple steps forward, hold L1 and mash square, like this. Because square has Firaga on it, and if they're dying, you walk a little bit closer so the Firaga doesn't have to travel as often. You don't want to go too far away, because if you go too far away, then the Firaga will not hit all of them. Okay, and after that's done, you want to skip the cutscene, and you're already on to the Behemoth. The Behemoth is a little bit RNG heavy. There is strats on how to fight him, but sometimes he has a tail swipe animation that sometimes goes through, and sometimes he doesn't flinch. Flinching is what we call in the speedrunning community when the enemy gets quote-unquote staggered by your attacks, meaning he like shakes when you attack him often enough. So yeah, we have these two little tutorial pop-ups here that we have to get rid of. And right off the bat, I want to use one Firaga. Want to lock onto him and walk behind his back. Kind of like this. Walk behind him. He walks like that, and as you see him attacking, you want to start attacking as well. So the main idea behind this fight is you want to do a 5-hit combo, then you want to do a Soul Twister, which is on your X button, meaning you want to hold L1 plus X, and then spam Firaga, L1 plus triangle. Kind of looks something like this. And after that, he immediately uses one of those tail swipes, and to make sure that you not get knocked away, you could either dodge or guard. However, the dodging is pretty time consuming, and yeah, it's overall it's very precise to do that. Guarding is a lot easier, and you can afterwards immediately continue slashing, so I usually always guard. And then you continue with the 5-hit combo, the Soul Twister, and Ferrara. If you have certain pop-ups like these that can just happen during the run, just click them away. Especially in Behemoth, they're very RNG dependent because sometimes they happen because you get like a level up or something. Okay, I should have guarded there, but I didn't because I was in explaining mode, but whatever. If that happens, that's not the end of the world. You just want to continue doing the back attacks. Now, it is important, it has to be back attacks. If you don't do back attacks, he's not flinching. So whenever you see you are attacking him and you're like kind of like moving to his side because he goes back all the time when he's flinching, you want to get back to his tail so you can get the back attacks going. If you don't get back attacks, he keeps moving backwards and you will lose out on a lot of damage by not being back attacks, and he will not flinch anymore. And you want to repeat that process until Behemoth is dead. Boom, and that's Behemoth. After Behemoth, we have a couple of cutscene skips. You just want to mash start and skip cutscenes as you'd like. And whenever you get a screen like this, you will always have a save game, and you want to proceed to the next chapter without saving. So you'll always want to press once down or once up and X back to back. So there's not much to explain here. Here also you just want to spam start and then skip the cutscene. Same with here. Spam start, skip the cutscene. After this, you want to talk to console, and you want to pick the upper option. Kind of like this, read all, and as soon as you clear that text, that I read it all text box, you can skip the next cutscene. And as soon as this pops up, you have two pop-ups that come up. Press them away with double tapping confirm or X or whatever your confirm button is. And then immediately as you clear the second one, you can press start to skip the next cutscene. Then you have another one of those tutorial pop-ups. You want to click that away. You want to go to this tutorial PC, click on it, click this text box away. Wait until console talks. You cannot skip the cutscene any sooner. Until you can only skip the cutscene once the camera pans to console. Skip the cutscene, click this tutorial away, then go to the save point. The game prompts you with the missions. So with the missions here, you actually want to press up because that's one input faster. So what you're going to do here, you go press once confirm to go onto missions. And instead of going to the missions via here, you can save some extra time in the long run for the run. When you press L3, the game prompts you with this submenu. You want to go twice up and choose available uncleared only. This will come in handy later on and will save you a bunch of time. It does mean some extra inputs at the beginning, but in the long run it does save time. So uncleared only, and just mash X so you can start the mission.
Activating combat mode.
So this mission is pretty straightforward. You get two pop-ups here. And after the second pop-up, what you want to do to start out, you want to attack twice and a Soul Twister. A Soul Twister is automatically set on the X button. So yeah, you want to do that. 1, 2, a Soul Twister. After that, you wait. After that, you wait. However, you wait for more enemies to spawn. However, what you have to do, or what you want to do, is you want to hold L1 and spam square to cast fire on the incoming Shinra troopers. Looking something like this. If you're lucky, your first kill is a double. Ooh, got lucky here for the second one. Okay, if you get pop-ups like these, just pop them away. No one needs them, no one cares about them. They're just time loss. Getting a double is good, but it's not always guaranteed. So it's just RNG. Don't really care about the pop-ups, just go through them, finish the mission, and you're good. Skip this cutscene as soon as it is available. Then get the bronze bangle out of the pot. And skip the cutscene from console. Now here you get another pop-up explaining the menu. I'll just press start 3 times to get rid of the tutorial pop-ups and to get also out of the menu. Now this is the perfect spot to stand in. because we now have to get an item that I don't know if a lot of people know about it. It's called the curse ring. The curse ring is only available here and in mission chests that I don't recall exactly where, but those are the only two places where you can get curse ring in the game. We really need that curse ring because it boosts a lot of stats. But to explain, but instead of just waiting, I'll just start getting it. So what you want to do, you want to talk to console, but it looks like you're talking to the pod. You want to do that 20 times. After those 20 times, console will be like, okay, I'll give you something, because console right now says Shinra isn't as generous to give you that many things right after we got the bronze bangle. So what he says afterwards is just, okay, fine, I'll give you something. And that something that we will get is the cursed string. Yeah, we just got it here. So what you want to do before you start Wutai, you want to go to the menu, go to equipment, you will get another tutorial pop-up. What I usually do is go up twice. I see some people just going up once and equip it here, but I equip it here for my own purposes. Go to this accessory slot and equip curse string. So it's basically 2 up, X, 1 down, X, and then you have curse string equipped. You could, in this menu, go out of this via using circle. However, if you press start, you skip all the other menus that you would have to go out with circle. So if you just press start, you get out of the menus immediately. So you want to go to NGL and just, I'm all set, and continue. Skip all the cutscenes. And after you skip this cutscene, you want to hold L1 and mash X. Because this fight is really easy. If you just stand still, hold L1 and mash X, and use a soul twister, these guys are just gone. Easy as pie. So you want to skip the cutscene here and just move on to the next. You want to kind of semi-hug the wall, not really hug the wall, but we want to be on the left side. So this fight was skippable on PSP if you've played the PSP version. However, they made this an escape tutorial here. So you just want to press this away. What I usually do here is I start being on the left here, then I try to like outrun their hits if they try and hit me. So you want to like go to the like flee place on the left side. Then if I see, oh, they're coming to me, I'll go to the right side and then flee from there. You want to hit this safe. So you can get the full heal, so all your AP is back from the soul twister you used earlier, because you will need that extra AP. Okay, so when this cutscene happens, you want to skip it immediately. Now, after this heightened emotions that affected DMW, you get this tutorial pop-up for heightened emotions, blah blah blah. That doesn't interest us. However, what interests us is the next cutscene skip. If you mash start, you get a cutscene skip right here. Now, maybe you've noticed in runs that you might have watched or in the gameplay yourself, that doesn't really do anything. It does maybe save like 1 second of black screen. Yeah, but that's it. But we're at a point where these 1 seconds actually kind of matter. So yeah, you just want to mash X to skip that cutscene. Then you get the logo that it's loading, and then you want to skip the fight here as well, the menu. So you have target lock and switching that the game is explaining to us. However, for this fight, I think actually using target lock is incredibly bad. So you have to use the quote-unquote free target that is not that automatically happens from the game, so you don't have to press anything. So the idea here is, let me quickly pause. The Wutai General, the one in the orange, that's right in front of you, you want to attack the guy on our left, or should I say on his right. You want to attack him twice and then use a soul twister. This entire fight here at the beginning of Fort Tamblin, what you want to do is you want to use a soul twister when you're close to Wutai generals and when you're surrounded by a bunch of privates. The green ones are privates, the yellow ones or orange ones are generals. So my fight looks kind of like this. 2, do this, He doesn't die. Okay, then 1, 2, 1. Okay, we have 4. We can use an Assault Twister. 1, 2. There's a Sergeant. We do that. Then 1, 2, 1, 2. There's a Sergeant. Away with him. You always want to do 1, 2 because that deals a lot of damage. Sometimes that doesn't always work. That doesn't always work because sometimes they survive with a sliver of HP, but that should usually work. Okay, my MP is a little low, so and at the end you just want to do those privates at the very last and not at the beginning. 50 AP is very little, so I have to be very careful with my AP spending now. So, but for the next fight, what you want to do is you want to skip the cutscene, skip this cutscene, and right at the start, without moving, you do want to use an Assault Twister, and then use a Blizzard. That should always get rid of this fight. Always. No problem. Skip this cutscene. Here, don't mash too fast, because if you mash too fast, there is a skip cutscene button. And you do not want to skip this, because if you skip this cutscene, you will be in a quote-unquote semi-soft lock state. But what happens is the game just shows you a loading screen, despite there not being one. And you have the loading screen on top of a tutorial pop-up that you don't see, but you can press it away, which then gets quote-unquote rid of that soft lock. It's extremely weird. Just do not skip this cutscene, because there is no cutscene. So just return to the game and press away the second tutorial pop-up. Then dash to your next fight, which is the double Falllander one. This one explains the weaknesses and such. So you actually want to do that here. You want to use Blizzard here, walk a little bit forward because Fallanders walk. And while the last Blizzard is hitting, you want to dodge during the Blizzard animation. Now we can go to the next fight. Here you want to skip the cutscene, and right at the start of the fight, you just press X twice to attack twice and then do another Assault Twister. Like this. That was very good. Okay, so the next fight is the only RNG encounter in Wutai/Fort Tamblin. Meaning there's 3 different formations that can happen. You can have either 2 Fallanders, 1 Falllander, 2 Wutai privates, or 2 privates and 1 sergeant. And we got lucky. So in this fight, what you just want to do is use Blizzard. In all other fights, I would have just recommended to use regular hits and attack the privates and the sergeant or Falllander with regular attacks. But since we got double Falllander, I'll just use Blizzard once, wait a little bit until he walked, and then we're good to go. We walk into this cutscene, skip it, and immediately go to the next one. After this cutscene skip, you want to attack twice, exactly twice, and after the second one, you want to use an Assault Twister. If you're lucky, you get a crit, and it kills, but if you're unlucky, just do another hit after the Assault Twister, and the fight should be good. And that's that fight. The next one is another Falllander fight. Here, you also want to use Blizzard to kill him. However, you cannot stand still to do something. I don't know what it is about this fight, but if you stand still, the game does not let you choose materia or let you use the materia. There are a couple of fights like that throughout the run, which is weird. But yeah, so at the beginning of this fight, you want to take like 1 or 2 steps and then mash L1 or hold L1 plus mash triangle so you can use Blizzard. Or actually not mash, but make sure that you hit them with Blizzard. So what I do is skip cutscene, walk a little bit, Blizzard, then walk to the exit, Blizzard again, and then dodge towards the exit. I always do like some extra walking, so I make sure that Falllander did walk away, so I don't accidentally waste my Blizzard cast. I think in this fight, but I'm not 100% sure anymore, you also have the problem that the materia doesn't work from the get-go. So what you want to do is you want to walk a little forward, like 1 or 2 steps, then attack the Fallanders with a 2-hit combo, then a Soul Twister. Kind of like this. If they survive, use a single attack. If not, go to the Wutai privates and just attack them. Either combo, like I did here, or just 1-2. A 1-2 combo. Here, you just want to skip the cutscene when you move forward, skip the cutscene, then go for charge, skip the cutscene again, and here you can literally just spam the attack button, and a 4 or 5 hit should be enough. Perfect. Okay, now this is the last Wutai non-twin fight, so what we want to do, cutscene skip. Here you want to move forward and make sure that you attack the middle one. Attack the middle Fall Ender twice and then a Soul Twister, kind of like this. Okay, it didn't kill, it's pretty damage roll heavy that it happens. But if that happens, you just do 1 or 2 attacks and you're good. Skip cutscenes as soon as you have cutscenes. Take the upper option of I'm gonna move in, skip cutscenes again, press this away, and you are good to go. Oh, something I haven't mentioned before, but I did that after the Wutai Troopers, is I did hug the wall. This is coming handy again, because if we hug the wall, we can run around in counters. Because if I would walk straight, straight to the entrance again, I would get an encounter. That's what we do here as well. I'm doing this slowly now so I can show you. You want to hug this wall here so you don't get an encounter here. However, you want to get this chest, which has an earring inside. You want to go to the save spot to heal. And before going inside, you want to go to equipment, press up once to go to this empty slot, press confirm, and then press down for earrings, press start to be out again. You want to have earrings equipped for the next couple fights because you're going to deal a lot of damage with Blizzard. We'll skip the cutscene with Yuffie, and then we're starting the Vajrata twins. Now, Vajrata twins is a bit complicated. I have different ideas of how to do them. I've spent a lot of time on them, and you really just have to adapt on how they react to you. However, I have some kind of a strat for the start of the fight. So I have a very specific spot in mind that I can't really explain, but I can show you once it happens. And what I do is I attack 5 times in a row, which clears the ability gauge of the green one. I want to run behind the green one, do a 5-hit combo, and then I Soul Twister 3 times in a row. This way he should stagger, and it sometimes lets me cast a Blizzard in the end. What I do afterwards is attack the red one and just make sure that I deal as much damage to both of them as possible. Mainly damaging the red one, and making sure that all my Soul Twisters also hit the green one if possible. But that's not always the case. So let me show you what I have in mind. It's a very adaptability fight, so you just have to watch a run or two of other runners and kind of come up with your own idea what best for you. But I'll just show you what's best for me. So go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spam a Soul Twister 3 times. This staggers him. And then use Blizzard. You get hit. You want to attack him 5 times. Then a Soul Twister, that's what I do. You want to dodge his attacks. Soul Twister. That's bad. Okay, that's the green one. When you see he's attacking, we want to get away from him as far as possible. 5-hit combo. A Soul Twister, and he's gone. That's Vajrata twins. But yeah, this really is a fight you just have to learn and have to get used to it. My time saves here still vary between 10 seconds being ahead or being 10 seconds behind. It's kind of RNG. It's kind of RNG. And also RNG is the next fight here, the G copy fight. The first time you encounter the G copies. Yeah, you just want to cutscene skip here, mash through the text that's happening. So after the hidden motions from Sephiroth, what you want to do is you want to mash out of this and get a 3-hit combo, a Soul Twister. Then you have to assess the situation. Okay, he's going to cast Blizzard as of right now. I usually just try to see if I can group them up in a way and then a Soul Twister. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does work. It's really a fight you have to figure out for yourself what works best for you. Because sometimes that happens and then they just make fun of me, kind of like that. Okay, that just kind of worked. I just tried something and it worked. Sometimes you can just do regular combos and it works. Sometimes you have to come up with something like that, and that works too. Let's skip this cutscene. We're gonna go to the save station to have full AP and MP in case you used anything. We're gonna go to equipment, go to cure, and then press up twice so you have Blizzara Blade in your slot and equip that. Press start to get out again and go into the Ifrit fight. So yeah, we're just gonna press I'm coming in Gilles, and right after this you want to cutscene skip. And then you want to cutscene skip again. Now there is a very specifically detailed way on how to do this fight. I usually always look at this detailed way of doing this fight during the run, so I can make 100% sure I'm doing the correct inputs. I would highly recommend using those during the run. I can try and see if I can explain them while I'm fighting. It's a little bit difficult, but it's just something you have to get used to. So what you want to start with after skipping cutscene is you want to do 2 attacks, Blizzard Blade, 2 attacks, Blizzard, 2 attacks and 3 Blizzards. You will get hit once, but you then want to hit him once, Blizzard. Then you want to do a 5-hit combo, Blade, Blizzard, Blizzard Blade, 2 attacks, Blizzard, 2 attacks, Blade, 2 attacks, Blizzard, 1 attack, Blade, 2 attacks, Blizzard, 2 attacks, Blade. That doesn't always kill, so you do 1 extra attack or 1 extra Blade. And that should be it with Ifrit. Skip the cutscene, or skip the cutscenes because there are multiple, and we're on to the next chapter. Immediately skip the cutscenes. There's some fast cutscene skips right here. If you mash the start button. Here you want to wait until this appears. Spam circle button until the tutorial prompt for DMW image appears. Then, as you want to close this, you want to spam start so you can get this cutscene skips faster. Then, same with here. Let's skip this cutscene. You want to go to the soldier pod here. And you see there's something inside. There's a thunder material. So, and when you go to Zhang, before you go on, you want to equip that thunder material over your fire material. Start X, X, 2 down, X. You have thunder over fire, or should I say your fire is now gone. You don't need that anymore. Or should I say you don't need it in fighting anymore. You will use it later in your materia fusion. So with that said, we're all ready to go. We continue, we press through the IC, we wait, and then we can skip the next cutscene. Just a bunch of cutscenes back to back, and now the next fight is a double copy fight. What I usually do, I triple attack the right one, do a Soul Twister, and depending on how the left one reacts, I either Blizzard Blade him if he's close by, I try to attack him if nothing else, but I usually Blizzard Blade him. So it should look something like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he was too close, so I wanted to see if I can use regular attacks. But since he tried to attack, I wanted to make him flinch, so I used Blizzard Blade to make him flinch. So I'm skipping this cutscene, and you want to hug the right wall here so you don't get any encounters. And then here we want to switch the side to the left wall, because the next fight is already up, and that's going to be Guard Spider. Guard Spider is pretty simple. So what you want to do is skip the cutscene, and you want to mash Thunder as fast as possible. You want to get as many Thunders out as possible. But when you see that he's going to use any of his attacks, meaning his melee attack with his claws or his gun attack, you want to dodge that with pressing dodge. I have my dodge on a different button than most of you, than most everyone else. But yeah, just do that. So you want to mash Thunder like this. When you notice, okay, he's going to cast, you want to dodge this. About halfway through his HP is gonna heal. Okay, I haven't had EM field in a long time. Dodge through that. He's about to use Spiderweb. Dodge through him, make sure you are at his face, because for some reason that's his back attack, that's his back. And after a 3 or 5 hit combo, you want to do a Soul Twister and you're good to go. Just like that. Easy pie, easy pie. Skip this cutscene, and we're on to our next journey point. Go to Zong, cutscene skip, and then another cutscene skip. You cannot skip this encounter, so you just have to walk through it as fast as possible. Try not to get hit by spin attack. Okay, another cutscene skip. Here you would just want to hawk the houses on the right side. While you're here, make sure you hit the safe spot here to get healed. Then go into this house to go to Angel's mother. Skip this cutscene. Turn around, press X to open the door. Okay, we have another triple G copy fight here. What you want to do is 2 attacks, a Soul Twister, and the last one is up to your interpretation, what you like the most. I usually do it something like this. Soul Twister 1, Soul Twister 2. If he attacks me like that, I go away and try to do a 5-hit combo, and that should kill. Sometimes I use Blizzard Blade, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how he acts. Here, if you go to the right a bit too much, right after the cutscene skip, you will get an encounter. So hold a little bit up left like this, and you should not get an encounter. This upcoming encounter here is unskippable. You will just have to flee from it. So yeah, kind of like that, and flee from it. Here you want to hawk the left wall until like here, and then just walk straight so you don't get any encounters, and have the fast way as possible to proceed to Zong. Once you're at Zong, you just want to skip the cutscene again, and you want to fight the next triple G copy fight. Here, what usually works is 2 attacks, and then using double Assault Twister, kind of like this. But if the third one is too far away, like here, then he survives with a little bit of HP, so what we want to do is dodge his attack and just attack him until he's dead. Don't use AP if he survived, or MP, because you're going to use all your MP or most of your MP and AP on the next one. Oh yeah, it's very important you can't get an encounter here, so what I do is I hawk that wall over there, all the way over here to skip the encounter. Okay, here you want to wait until you get the camera pan here, and you want to skip the cutscene. What you want to do is you want to go from the get-go, you want to go to Heligunner, and you want to use Thunder. This way you have potential to actually hit both of them. If he uses this attack, you want to dodge it. And when they appear, just try something out. I really haven't found anything consistent yet, sadly. But this seems to work right now, which usually it doesn't, so I'm getting pretty lucky right now. Okay, I would actually really take this in an any % PB attempt. This was really good. This is a fight you just have to practice. It is pretty annoying because they don't flinch for a long time, and they take a lot of hits to kill and or flinch. So take a couple of combo attacks to bundle together with either Blizzard Blade or Assault Twister. Hit that save there because you need that heal for the next fight. Then you go to Genesis and skip the cutscene. After this, you do not have a cutscene skip, but you have to walk for a little distance just to next checkpoint or story point. Skip the cutscene here again, you will have a little bit of a black screen, and the game is just waiting for this cutscene to load. Skip this cutscene ASAP, and after this, you will have to run to Angel's house ASAP. On the way to Angel's house, the game will give you another minigame. You can skip the cutscene, you do not need to see the explanation for everything. It explains to you the shell minigame. So, for the shell minigame, what you want to do is you want to slash the first 9 shells, and the last one you want to miss. If you accidentally not hit one of the shells before the 10th one, try and make sure that you get at least the 10th one if you miss one. because you want to get that 900 gil. However, you do not want to get the entire bonus, because getting the bonus will actually take extra time. So you want to hit at max just the 9 shells like this. If you're on YouTube, I would recommend fast forwarding until the 9th hit. Okay, so this is the 9th hit, and the 10th hit, I just don't like that one very much, so I just get hit here. Yeah, I'll just take it. So this cutscene skip is a little bit weird. You have to wait until you see the subtitles appear below, and only then you can skip the cutscene. Before that, it's not possible to skip the cutscene, for whatever reason. Okay, now it says hurry to Angel's house, and that's what we're going to do right now. If you forgot to get your heal before meeting with Genesis, you can still do that after seeing this cutscene here. However, I don't do that because I already got the heal, so I'm doing the cutscene skip here. Press the 900 gil obtain away and skip the cutscene, and we're good to go for the next fight. The next fight is Bahamut, one of the, in my opinion, one of the harder fights in the run. That actually took me quite some time to get used to it. So yeah, this might take a bit longer to explain. So, but to the very start of the fight, what you want to do is you want to hold directional, the control stick towards Bahamut, which is like upright, and you want to hold L1 and mash a soul twister, kind of like this. Then he goes up, walk a little bit backwards, kind of like what I'm doing right now, to get closer to Bahamut when he drops down. But do not walk for too long, because he's coming down really fast, and what you want to do is you want to have a guard up. And as soon as you see you're taking damage, and he's down at the bottom, and he's like rock solid there, you want to do a regular attack, so Zack lunges towards him, and you want to dodge behind him, and then hold to the right, and while holding right, you want to attack, or should I say, you want to attack, but while attacking you want to hold right, so you can get as many back attacks as possible. The problem is that's not very easy, but I hope I can show you the way it should be done, so you can try and mimic what I'm trying to say. You want to go here, guard, X, dodge, back, 1, 2, 3, a soul twister, you want to dodge, oh that was bad, 1, 2, because I messed up. Okay, this was bad. You don't want to do this. You do not want to do this. What I just did. So to show you again what I've tried, I'll just go back to resume activity. For practice, resume activity is a really good feature if you're on PS5. I would highly recommend using that feature if you're on PS5. Otherwise, I do not know how to help you. Okay. Yeah, I did not know you cannot skip the minigame, so if you're on YouTube, I would just recommend skipping the minigame here, because it's gonna be the same again. We're just gonna slash the 9 shells, and we're gonna miss the 10th one. Okay, so we want to go inside the house and do the start right again as I said. You want to skip the cutscene, and after this cutscene you want to hold upright and do the soul twister. Go back here, guard, attack, dodge, back attack, 1, 2, 3, the soul twister, And then you want to dodge this attack. 1, 2, 3. Assault Twister. Okay, this was not supposed to happen. I'm gotta do some backups here. We're supposed to do a 3 attack. Here you want to do a 5-hit combo. And then do the Assault Twister. That was not very good damage. I'm gonna do that here again. The attacks, and then I'm gonna do this. 1, 2, 3. Do the Assault Twister again. Doing another. Okay, that was not good. That was actually really not good. Okay, he's now far away. That's actually not supposed to happen. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna load a save that's actually right at Bahamut, so you can see how I do it there. The problem is explaining Bahamut while he's happening is extremely difficult because there's so many things you have to think about. So it's best to just look at a Bahamut fight and think about the fight there. So we're going in. Skip the cutscene. Assault Twister at the start. Go back. Guard. Attack. Dodge. Back attack. 1, 2, 3. Assault Twister. 1, 2. Dodge. Okay, that still got me. 1, 2. Back attack. Okay, I seem to not get the fight anymore. So I would just recommend you to watch the fight over and over again and analyze it so you can understand it yourself, because it's a really difficult fight. One you have to really invest your time into to actually get really good at. It's a pretty difficult fight. 1, 2, dodge. 1, 2, 3, Assault Twister. I should have guarded there, that would have been better. I should have done an Assault Twister there, but didn't have the time to do so. Okay, this was really bad. I'm just not getting the extra damage that I should. Here also 5-hit combo. After the 5-hit combo you want to do Soul Twister. 2, 3. And we'll do another Soul Twister. Okay, this is how the fight is supposed to look like. Dodge again, go behind them, walk a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sometimes you don't get the last hit. It's not the end of the world, but it's not nice either. You're supposed to do a 5-hit. I accidentally did 3, but that shouldn't be too bad. Do a 5-hit here, Assault Twister. Another Assault Twister right back to back, so we can get the extra damage. Do a couple of attacks. Guard, back, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assault Twister, guard, laser orbs, back attacks. And after a 5-hit combo or 3-hit combo, you do Assault Twister again. And that's Bahamut for you. Bahamut is a really difficult fight. I would highly recommend you spend a bunch of time practicing him. He's really not that easy, and as you might have noticed, it took me a bunch of tries to do him myself, because it does take all of your concentration to do him correctly. So you just want to skip the cutscenes, and after this cutscene and this tutorial pop up, you want to run over here get the cutscene with console. I want to skip that too. And now we want to go to the elevator, press up twice, and go to Soldier's Director's office. Here we get instructed about being soldier first. Here we have cutscene skip, X press, cutscene, start press, cutscene skip, X press, cutscene skip. And after this, you want to go up right and go to the pod and get the item in there. And while you get this tutorial pop-up about material fusion, you do not want to leave the menu. You actually want to use this little timing right here to actually use the material fusion while you're in here. Go to the material fusion, choose the material you want to fuse. You take the fire without magic +1. You want to use the one without any extras. You want to take this fire, go to the second one, go press L1 or L2. I use L2 and get the HP up so we can get a barrier +20%. We don't use that for a long time, but it's better to do this now so you can save time menuing for the long run. So fuse that barrier right now. And then for the next part, what you want to do is you want to go to the first materia, you want to go to fire, then you go to the second one and you press right once because you want to make that blizzard blade into a thunder blade. Press triangle to proceed with fusion, one more currently equipped material will be selected, meaning you will then have the thunder blade equipped. Now you want to go back here, go to thunder blade for the first one, go down to the second one, go up to the assault twister that you do not have equipped, that's very important. And then select assault twister here, press triangle, and then you have Thundara Blade. Thundara Blade is deviously overpowered, so yeah, fuse that because it's just so freaking good this early on. So you'll press circle twice or whatever to get you out of this menu. Then you will go down to shops, and in the Shinra shop you want to press either down twice or up twice to get to the Soma menu, and then buy 11 Somas. This should give you quite a bit of AP usage for quite a bit of time. Then while you were pressing X, the game was still trying to give you this item, the Star Pendant. The Star Pendant is going to be really important. You want to keep this, so don't sell it. It's going to be useful for the run. So usually you would go out of the briefing room right now, but in the route that we use, we go to the briefing room and talk to this soldier third class. This will unlock a set of missions that we need for the run. So we skip the cutscenes and then we run out. Then we skip this cutscene here, very small one. We say, I got it, skip the cutscene again. And then we go outside of the briefing room. Then here, elevator, you go back to Soldier Director's office. You skip the cutscene, and before the Shinra HQ ambush, which would happen right now, you want to go to the save station, or saves thing right here, press triangle, and because I loaded a save earlier, it was gone, but if you haven't yet, press L3, go uncleared only, and you should be greeted with this menu. Now, if you still have the menu up from before and you started looking at this at the very start, you're already good. So what you want to do here, you want to press D-pad right once and go up twice. So you're on Fright Recall, because that's the mission that we're gonna want to do. Because we want to do mission 711, 712, and 713. So 711 starts out here. You want to go to the side here and hog the wall. You can easily get an encounter here, so be careful. So what I'm going to do here is you wanna target lock on the one that spawned behind him, kind of like this, and then start casting Thunder. That was actually the wrong one. I had it on the wrong button in my practice save file, but you're supposed to just lock on like this and then cast Thunder. I was not supposed to have Thundara Blade on square. I was supposed to have Thundara Blade on circle. Let me change that real quick. That's actually something that's incorrect in my practice save. So yeah, forgive me for that. We gotta do this. That's the correct way to do it. Sorry. That's how it was supposed to look like. Once you're out again, you want to go to missions again, and you want to do 712. Very easy. What I do here is I go to the right so I don't get encounters, and then hog this wall right here. The reason why we hog this wall and not walk straight to the enemy is because of this chest, because this chest contains an elixir worth 2.5k gil. Once we start this fight, we spam Thunder for the start so we can get rid of the bee saucers for the beginning. That hurts, that hurts. Want to do that again. And then 1, 2, Thunder Blade. Another Thunder Blade. Okay. I thought this would have been enough, but it wasn't, sadly. You want to kill those bee saucers with Thunder, and then finish the rest off with Thunder Blade. I'm going to skip the cutscenes, and after that you're going to the third one, Cargo Recall. These 3 missions are really good because they give us really strong items early on, and they're really not long, like the Diamond Gloves, which gives us plus 10 in strength and plus 10 in magic. You want to pick up this chest for the sprint shoes. That's money that we need for the run. You want to hug this wall to skip the encounters. Preferably you always just want to hug the wall. You want to get this chest for a secure power wrist. That's plus 10 80k points. That's pretty good. Then this fight is similar as the very first one. You want to target the Heligunner-esque enemy like this, and then you want to just be far away. You want to dodge his attacks because if he gets you, you could die very easily. So you have to be very careful with your HP management and damage and stuff. Don't be too close to him, because if he does spin attack and he gets you at any point, you will be dead. Make sure that you always hit him. Okay. This works too. If you don't have enough MP, just use Thunder Blade, but make sure that every single Thunder that you have, that it connects with this enemy. He can kill you really quickly, so I would just recommend you watch world record runs and other runs and just practice it a lot. After 713, you're good to go. But before we go into the actual Trainer HQ ambush, when you go to the equipment, press up once. My save had Bronze Bangle equipped, but I do not equip it anymore, so this should usually be empty. So you want to go into this. I want to equip either Power Wrist or Diamond Gloves. I'm going to equip Power Wrist, and then I'm going to go press left, so I'm at the top option again, and equip Diamond Gloves. It doesn't matter if Diamond Gloves is here or here, that doesn't matter. Just make sure that you have both equipped. And yeah, one more thing. I'm pressing up twice to equip Power Attack. I see some people equip it on here, on R2, but that's just personal preference. I just like it on R1 more. This doesn't really have a big difference because we do fill this slot later on in the run, and if we would equip Power Attack here instead of up down here instead of up here, we would just have that extra input later on. So yeah, I'm putting it on here. Then we can move on. I'm gonna go hurry up to the entrance, skip the cutscene, choose hurry to the entrance, skip the cutscene. After this cutscene, you have a fight that immediately happens. What you want to do is 2 regular attacks, a Soul Twister, then either a 2 or 3 hit attack, depending on how many attacks it takes to kill the G Ambassador, which is the red guy attacking you. And once he dies, you want to use Thunder Blade, kind of like this. 1, 2, a Soul Twister. 1, 2, okay, it takes the third one, and Thunder Blade. Easy game. That's how this fight works, pretty easy. Just check if it takes 2 or 3 hits to kill G Ambassador. Here you have 2 cutscene skips. After the second one, I want to start with a 3-hit combo of Thunder Blade to make sure that I can get one of the sweepers. This fight here is still very subject to change, and something you have to just learn or get the feel for it, because it's not a very linear fight, so it's something you have to come up with your own ideas. What do you think? Okay, what's fast, what's not fast? However, be not afraid to use somas. Do not use elixirs. We need those elixirs later on. Do not use elixirs. Just use somas. Maybe if you need them, not ethers, potions, but do not use elixirs. Use somas when needed. So I'm just doing it something like this: 3-hit attack, Thundara Blade to get rid of the sweeper. Okay, this can happen a lot. It happens more often than not to me. So with the G-Venture, I'm just gonna Assault Twister because it's a little bit annoying. One Soma already. 1, 2, 3, Thundara Blade. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do Assault Twister here. If you don't do a 5-hit combo, you need more than a singular one to... more than one Assault Twister to kill them. So if you have a 3-hit combo for the G-Avengers, what you want to do is 3-hit combo, Assault Twister back to back, and that should kill him. Oh, that's bad. 3-hit combo. Oh, I don't have enough AP. I didn't even notice. It's actually pretty bad. So what you want to do is just go to the thingy here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe not 5, because sometimes that can happen, and that just takes up a lot of time. 1, 2, 2, and then do that, and you're good to go. So yeah, be not afraid to use somas when needed. Okay, when you don't have AP cost, just spam. If you have the DMW RNG to not have any AP cost, just spam your Thundara Blades as much as possible. It makes you safe because it makes the sweepers flinch, so they cannot get any more attacks in. Okay, since you saw at the end of the fight we actually got some AP back, meaning we have more than 20 AP remaining, which is good because we need some extra AP for the next fight. If you're a new runner, I would recommend going to the save there, just to hit the save and get fully healed. If you're a runner that has run the game once or twice before and is like, I feel a bit more comfortable, you do not need to go to the save station anymore. What you can do is just run forward like this along the well, and if you do not get close to the well like that, you get an encounter. While on your way, you want to hit the down button to restore your HP to full with the potions, so you do not have to go into a menu to do something. You want to keep going forward, and we're going to the G-Eraser fight. So the G-Eraser fight, it's a bit interesting. So what happens is at the very start of the fight, you want to walk backwards like a step or two, and then mash Blizzard cast. Like you want to walk backwards, hold L1 and cast Blizzard. Genesis G-Eraser will get his shotgun out, and he will attack you twice. While he's getting his shotgun out, walk towards him and dodge through his shotgun attacks, then do 2 back attacks, and then a power attack. So it kind of looks something like this. Also lock onto him, wait, 4, okay, I messed up, 1, 2, power attack, dodge through. Okay, I messed the fight up a little bit. Okay, I seem to not be able to explain and run at the same time. Okay, just kill me. I think it would be better if you just kill me. Okay, just kill me. So I can show you again how it was supposed to look like. Walk backwards, Blizzard, lock on, forward dodge, back attack twice, power attack, 1, 2, dodge. Just trying to attack as much as possible and trying to deal as much damage as possible. After we have a small combo, do power attack. After you get this attack, one attack and Blizzard. You do not want to get hit by combo attack because combo attack deals a lot of damage. Back attack, power attack. And after you have a combo, you want to do power attack again, and that's G-Eraser. G-Eraser is something you really just have to get good at. It's something that can go wrong or just take more time than needed. Skip these cutscenes, skip through the pop-ups, and you're good to go. G-Eraser is really something I would also recommend you just look at runs, because every single G-Eraser fight is gonna be different than the next one. Here you might want to go to the save file, depending on what you want to do. However, I don't really need it anymore. So what we're gonna do here is you go to the shop menu, you go to the research department QMC, and you wanna go to the sell menu. Here, you wanna go to the elixirs and sell those. You wanna sell all of these because you do not need them anymore. Then you go back with circle, go back to research department QMC, and buy 2 thunders and 6 libras. Press right once to get to the headband, and buy 1 headband. So now we're done with that. Press circle twice, go up to materia fusion, materia, press L1 or R1, then press up once to get to the empty barrier, then go down, equip it with Libra, fuse it with Libra, then the next one, well, you want to go one to the right, you want to go to the Thunder, equip that with Libra, oops, equip that with Libra, because that's the one that you have equipped. That's very important. You want to get Libra on the Thunder that you have equipped for extra attack. Then you go down again, take an empty Thunder that you didn't have, that you didn't need before, then go to the second one, and use the Assault Twister here that you have equipped and fuse that with Thundara Blade. I will show you in a second why. Then after that, you want to use the Blizzard here with +1 magic. That's important, +1 magic, not the one that you have equipped. You want to use the one that is not equipped. Take this one and fuse it with your, that's also important, Thundara Blade magic +1. Here, my Thundara Blade was supposed to have extra attack instead of magic, but it looks like my Thunder leveled up, or my Assault Twister leveled up, which then gave me extra magic instead, which is unfortunate, but it happens, sadly. So yeah, you want to get the Fire Blade with this one, because this Thundara Blade is on your circle button, and this one is on your X button. So you want to make Thundara Blade out of this, press triangle and proceed to fusion, and everything is all right. Kind of should look like this. You should, oh yeah, right, power attack. I forgot power attack as well. Oops, give him a Libra, and you're good to go. I don't think I... Oh, whoops, I forgot to... Oh, right, never mind. I actually did a mistake there. I was supposed to actually Libra Assault Twister. That's a small mistake on my part. Or, well, not small one, that's actually kind of a big one. But you have an autosave right here, so if you have a menu mistake, you can just load it here again. So we go through the menu again, shop, research department, sell, elixirs, easy game. Buy 2 thunders, buy 6 Libras, buy headband, go to materia fusion, barrier, Libra, then you go to Assault Twister, Libra. That's the problem. I forgot to use Libra on him first. That's what you're supposed to do. Libra, Assault Twister first, and then fuse it with Thunder. Then you want to go to the Thunder that you have equipped, also Libra. Then I want to use a Thunder that's unused, put that on Assault Twister. This way you have Thundara +2 ATK. Yeah, that's what it was supposed to look like. Then Blizzard with 1 magic, and you put it over the magic Thundara Blade. This is supposed to explain why you want to use Thundara with magic instead of attack. Because if I would fuse it with Thundara Blade, which is create Fire Blade with magic, and just confuse stuff later on, just use the Blizzard with the magic plus Thundara Blade, get Fire Blade like that, and you're good to go. And since I forgot to do it here, Power Attack plus Libra. So you have quite a bunch of extra ATK for you. And then you want to press circle and start. Now we're out of the menu. Everything should have been bought and done what you need. So here's the first Sahagin fight. This is relatively easy. Spam Fire Blade and he should die in 2 hits. Okay. Maybe my level was not high enough or my damage output was too low, so sometimes he survives with a sliver of HP, so just attack once more to make sure that he's dead. Skip the cutscenes, and here you have a heightened emotions right here, right after this cutscene skip. So what you want to do is you want to click it away as fast as possible. And while you click it away, I have a claw grip right now. And while you click it away, you want to use your index finger to press start to trigger a cutscene skip. Like this, kind of like this. Because if you use your thumb, you're most likely too slow. But I would not mean that it's not impossible, but I think you might be too slow if you use your thumb to skip that. Now, why is that important? Well, it actually just saves a couple of extra seconds. If you don't do it fast enough, you're not getting this cutscene skip, and you will have a little bit of Zach's self-talk plus a little bit of extra black screen that you cannot skip. So you want to go down the ladder that I just went down to, and you want to skip a couple of fights by just escaping. If the Sahagins use jump, it depends on how far you are into your escape. It doesn't really matter. But if it's like extremely early into your escape, like here, I have to dodge them. Otherwise, it would take a lot of damage. On PSP, those Sahagins were run killers. Okay, you want to take this right chest here, which has a Shinra Alpha in it. And then you want to go to the wheel, to the valve, and then skip the cutscene. After that, you want to walk back and go up the ladder. And now we have two Sahagin enemies here. This one is a bit annoying. We hope they jump. Nice, they both jumped at a very good time, and we were able to escape them. They usually just love to spam poison thrust and other regular attacks. So after this, you want to skip the cutscene, and right after you hit skip the cutscene, you want to hold up and mash X. Like this. So you're immediately on the ladder and you don't lose a lot of time. The ladder climbing and descending is not skippable. We have a fight right here. The fastest way to flee is actually going backwards and then just run through forward. Same with this encounter here. Best way to deal with them is just walk backwards and then run forward. Easy as that. Very easy. Very simple. Then these two encounters, we just have to run from them, walk forward, and it should be okay. Next one is another double Sahagin, so they could be a bit annoying with poison thrusts and regular attacks or jumps. Okay, was really lucky about that jump escape that I just had. You go into talking with Sephiroth and we'll skip two cutscenes that are back to back. Then you want to hold down and slightly left, so you're here. Talk to this little paper. I'm not panning my camera for that anymore, so here is the letter that you want to like read. Press, I would mash through this text with circle instead of X, because if you mash with X, there's a high chance that you might overmash and you read the text more than once. So mash through with circle. Make sure that you touch this save spot right here so you get a full heal. Go here, mash through the text. As soon as you see Zach shake his head, skip the cutscene. Go to the bed, read this one, skip this cutscene, talk to Sephiroth, skip the cutscene. Now the game has a longer load, and this longer load then leads you to the Hollander chase. So yeah, you would just want to chase Hollander here. Another double Sahagin fight, same as before, just try not to get hit if possible, because that takes away escape gauge, and taking damage is not fun. Hero walk to the right a little bit, so in case I have some horrible encounters. Just want to flee them. Okay, G-Avengers are really annoying to deal with, especially if you're fleeing. They can flinch you if they want you. Sometimes it's RNG if they attack you, sometimes they don't. Here we have an unskippable G-Avenger fight. My strat usually here is walk to the left a little bit, 2-hit combo, Fire Blade, and then another 2-hit combo, Fire Blade. Kinda like this, 1-2, Fire Blade, 1-2, Fire Blade. Okay, this damage output was incredibly good. If your damage output is not as lucky as I had it right now, just use regular attack to deal with the rest. Sometimes they have a little bit more HP, so maybe just use a third Fire Blade, but don't go insane with the Fire Blade casts, because you do need at least 2 more Fire Blade casts for the next fight. Not this one, you just flee from this one. You hawk the left wall. You have to really hawk the left wall for this one, because there's a Roomba fight that we want to skip, and then we have a mandatory Sahagin fight here. what I want to do, skip the cutscene, walk to the left, 1, 2, 3, Sahagin, Fire Blade, and another Fire Blade. Okay, he got me out of the animation more than once, that's a little bit annoying. And he got me there. Yeah, so you just want to regularly attack him if he does that. You want to pick up this jump over here in this chest, because it's gonna be one of the most broken material later on. And that's why we're grabbing it. Yeah, and we're gonna do a fusion right after this cutscene skip. Just give me a second. Okay, so we're going into the menu. Oops, we actually want to go to the equipment first. Go to Blizzard or to your triangle, whatever you have on your triangle, that's your own preference, but it's important that you get rid of Blizzard. Then you want to equip your jump, and then on the empty R2, you want to press L1 or R1, then you press up once to equip your barrier plus 280k. You want to go out, Material Fusion, go to your jump, down, Libra, fuse, get jump plus 280k. Amazing. Go to your materia. Now take the second thunder that's empty and fuse it with your Fire Blade to get Blizzara Blade. Perfect. Circle, start, out, take the heal, go in, and now in this fight you want to start off with a 3-hit combo and start using Blizzara Blade because it's his weakness. 1, 2, Blizzara Blade. 1, 2, okay, I wanna dodge that because it's a bit annoying. 1, 2, Blizzara Blade. 1, 2. And here you wanna use Thundara Blade. I have it on X. Use Thundara Blade. Okay. Okay, I'm about to kill this guy. I'm not gonna use the Soma here. I have Rush Assault, so I'm gonna kill this guy with a Rush Assault. This guy is very susceptible to the Rush Assault attack. So we use Rush Assault to kill this guy. It's very RNG, but if you don't have enough AP, use Somas freely if you need them. Just FYI. But yeah, that's Machine Trio. Not too hard. Use Somas when needed. We have enough. Okay, so we're now in the church. We just met Aerith and got her in the DMW, in the Digital Mindwave. So what we want to do is go to the save here, and we immediately want to start 712. 712 is a very important mission, as well as the next one, 722. But 712 will offer us the Fusion Tome. The Fusion Tome will give us the ability to not only fuse more materia, but we can also, or should I say, we can now also fuse materia with items. Okay, so for this fight, what you want to do, if the sweeper is close to you, you want to go to the sweeper ASAP. You want to do a 3-hit combo and Thundara Blade. That should usually kill the sweeper. After that, you just want to back attack this Genesis 1, 2, 3 times, and then do jump attacks.
Activating combat.
Okay, we got that happen. So 1, 2, 3, Thundara Blade. You want to dodge his attacks. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can do a 5-hit combo. Jump, dodge. 1, 2, 3. Jump. Dodge, 1, 2, 3. Okay, jump. Okay, I could not do that. 1, 2. Okay, jump away. Then back attack. Okay, whatever. And that's the G-Racer fight. There is some nuance to how you have to deal with him. He is a bit annoying and he can kill you if he wants to, so it's another one of those fights that you might have to fiddle around with it until you get comfortable with it. And yeah, that's that. Okay, so now with the Fusion Tome, we're probably gonna make one of the most busted materia in the entire run, which is High Jump. So High Jump is an incredibly expensive AP-wise materia, but it's incredibly powerful too. So what we want to do is we want to close the tutorial, go into our items, Materia Fusion, we go to Jump, go one down, go to Libra, and then in the item we press right, Then we want to go to the headband or star pendant. Whatever item you're on, use that. Use either star pendant or headband. It doesn't matter in which order you do it. Just important that it is either star pendant or headband. So because I was on headband sooner, I'll use the headband. Use headband twice to get the soul twister and proceed with fusion. Now you want to fuse again, but this time you want to use the cure here, plus the soul twister, plus the 2 star pendants, and this will end up in high jump. Now we have an extremely powerful material already equipped, because we already had the jump equipped and made that into a soul twister, and we made that a soul twister into high jump. So what we're gonna do is circle, go out with start, press triangle for missions, press right to get down, and start 722. Now I didn't pay attention if we dropped any potions, but if we didn't, we might actually have to purchase one right after this. And I can explain to you why we need that potion once we get there, why we need a potion. But for now, we're just gonna hog the walls here to skip random encounters. And here you wanna go here and just try and make sure that you get back attacks in. I'm gonna start with back attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we actually dropped the potions, so we don't need to buy them. Okay, we got the back attack, back attacks in, high jump. You wanna dodge, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another back attack. You wanna skip the super EM fields, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because they're super dangerous. When I get that Soma, oh boy, that's pretty dangerous. Then high jump, boom, boom, and that's Arachno. That's 722. I got very lucky here. Arachno can use Spiderweb, so be careful around that. Once he uses Spiderweb, so be careful around that. And yeah, that's 722. So 722 gave us the keychain. So what the keychain does, it gives us a 3rd accessory slot. So you want to go into equipment, press up once to be here on the empty one, and then you will equip the 2nd power wrist. Maybe, and just maybe, you might have been unlucky and not gotten a power wrist. The Blizzara enemy, or the one that I Blizzara bladed in Machine Trio, has a very, very likely chance to drop power wrist. However, there is a small chance that he drops Bronze Bangle instead. For high-level runners, that's kind of a run killer as of right now, if this happens. But if you're lucky, or should I say, if you have average luck, you should always get this. However, if you have terrible luck, then you don't get it. But yeah, just equip the power wrist and then move on with your playthrough. Skip the cutscene here, skip the cutscene there. I'm not going to explain much, just do this section as fast as possible. I'm going to explain the fights, but the minigames, basically just one-on-one. Here for this fight, you want to walk to the left, hold L1, and just Blizzara blade him once. Kind of like this. That should always kill. That should always be a one-shot. Skip cutscenes and move on. Aerith always talks, or should I say, not always, she talks twice before you go into a new area. So just press X or circle to press away her dialogue, basically. Okay, get used to the cutscene skips. There are a bunch of them, a bunch of small ones at that, but they all save time. Then we want to go to the quote-unquote exit here. You get this cutscene, skip that one as well. Your wallet just got stolen, so you want to talk to this merchant here. Skip the cutscene. You want to talk to the next merchant, which is this one right here. Skip this cutscene. Now, the reason why we wanted at least one potion is this little brat right here. Because we need a potion, or we have to trade a potion for his secret. Now, normally he asks for more than one potion. However, if you only have one potion, he doesn't ask you again. Like, you automatically get put out of the questionnaire if you want to give him a potion or not. If you have more than one potions, he will ask again if you want to trade him a potion, but the second time he asks for them, ignore him. You want to always give him a potion for the first time. That's why I was thinking, okay, if I don't get a potion, I have to buy one. But since I got a lucky drop, I just gave him the first one, and he didn't even ask me for the second one. Then go to Aerith, skip the cutscene, talk to Aerith, skip the cutscene. Then you want to go to the left here, because this is faster to trigger the cutscene with finding the boy. Skip this cutscene, mash X. Go mash X here, skip the cutscene, walk to the right, enter the door, skip the cutscene, and walk forward. Here we have the worms fight. Here we want to do like, you want to walk like up left and do 2 Blizzara blades near the enemy. Kind of like this. This should always 2-shot. So, we're good with that. Skip the cutscene. Skip this cutscene. After that, we're going to the merchant. After this cutscene, go to the right, merchant. We trigger a cutscene. Skip the cutscene. We have 2 pop-ups. Pop them away. Skip cutscene. After this, we have to be very careful with our inputs. Up input, let's go right now. Otherwise, you will lose time. Skip the cutscene, and you're already at the playground. If you don't say let's go right now, you have to walk to the playground yourself, and you lose like 10 to 15 seconds. Then you go out. After this, you have another cutscene to skip. And then you want to hog the wall here because there are now monsters spawning in this area for whatever reason. Now, after you walk through this door, you want to already run while there's a black screen so you can get a couple of steps ahead. Because the game does give you these little pop-ups with like chocobo mode and whatnot, and we don't really care about them. So we just close them and we move on. So now here the game prompts us with absolutely and continue, and right after we press continue, we skip the cutscene when we can. We skip the cutscene, we get steel, skip cutscene, we get the highway cutscene, skip the cutscene, skip that little thingy, and then we go to the safe place just to get full AP, and then we go to the highway. Now let me show you the true power of high jump. You literally do not have to do anything. You just hold L1, press high jump, and you're good to go. The next fight is Mob Slasher. My strat here is walk to the left and use Thundara Blade 3 times in a row to kill them. Kind of like this. Okay, it's not 100% consistent, sadly. My MP is not the best right now, or my AP is not the best right now, so I might have to use a Soma during the G-Warrior fight. So for the next one here, you want to mash high jump again, turn around the camera, make sure you target this one, that's silent, and you kill them again. Perfect. You will not have perfect AP, so after this cutscene, you in the next fight, you have to probably use a Soma. So what I'm going to do here is skip cutscene, start with the power attack immediately, then 1-2 attack, high jump, then, oops, I wanted to Soma, 1-2 attack, and then high jump, and that's G-Warrior. If you don't have enough AP for a high jump, because you used too many on Thundara, just use a Soma. But if your strat varies a little bit, then you might be able to do it without the need of 1 extra high jump. Okay, so here you want to hug the right wall. You do not have to go to the save station because you automatically get a full heal after G-Warrior. And you're on to the next boss fight. And that next boss fight is none other than Bahamut Fury. Go through the elevator. Skip cutscene. Talk to Hojo. Skip cutscene, talk to Hojo again, skip cutscene, then you want to confirm, or of course I am, then skip cutscenes. Here are a lot of cutscenes in a row, even some where you can lose, or should I say gain extra time, depending on how fast you're with cutscene skips. Skip this cutscene immediately, And right after this, you have like a little white popping up. Or should I say you have this like Aerith pop up and you have like that white screen. As soon as you press away Aerith, you want to mash start to get this cutscene skip. And after that, you will immediately start the Bahamut fight. So at the start of Bahamut, you want to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hit combo. There's 2 versions on how to do Bahamut. Okay, I got hit there. That was a little bit unlucky. You want to do one through. You want to do those attacks, and then you want to dodge through his attacks like this. Get a 5 hit combo in. High jump, high jump, high jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then power attack if you don't have enough AP. Okay, I messed up here a little bit. But it's not a really hard fight, especially if you have high jump. If you prefer, you can just use 3 hit combos on high jump and use Somas. After the first cutscene skip, after Bahamut Fury, you have to really mash cutscene skip again, so you can get an early cutscene skip. Otherwise, you have to like wait 5 seconds to get the next one, which is pretty slow, so we don't want that. Okay, so the next part of the run. Next part of the run is Modeoheim. So what we start on doing is we walk to the entrance from right here. We go to the entrance, press down once, entrance. And here is something that I even see top runners do. Top runners go to the left. I don't know why. Right is going faster unless you want to get a free Phoenix down. This lady gives you a free Phoenix down, but we don't need that, so we just go to the exit here. And we walk towards the church where Aerith is located. Because that will trigger our next small event. Cutscene skip here. Walk backwards, L3, R3 spam to run and readjust the camera like that. Go to the zone. And you don't have to walk any farther. There's a cutscene showing Zack walking to the church. Just cutscene skip. Here we have a longer black screen, which you cannot cutscene skip. So all you can do here is just wait. Until you can see stuff again. Mash start, skip the cutscene. And you wanna hog the right wall as much as possible. Otherwise you get encounters. You do not really want that. From this point, I usually switch walls. Like at this small point here, I switch to the left wall and then hog the left wall until the end of the area. That's how we get no encounters here. Skip this cutscene. You wanna press away his DMW stuff. Go to the right, hug the right wall. You really have to like almost run into the wall, but you want to move forward. Kind of like this. And here I go to the left again, to hug the left side of the wall. Kind of like this. And from here you can just walk forward and you're good to go. Okay. We skip this cutscene. We don't need to see it. And what we do now is we go down here, hug this wall, because you can't get an encounter here if you don't hug. Then you go down here, and you will confirm tactics and infiltrate. I want to skip this cutscene. Here I cannot talk to for a long time, so you just have to slow down the video and see what I'm doing here. To mimic what we're doing. So what we want to do is we run towards the first chest right here, which is Dispel. Then we run towards this chest, to the barrels here, walk, hog this wall. Then we walk to this wall, not run, walk, just walk. And then you can start running again, once he's far away. Get this chest to get the sprint shoes, or a pearl necklace, I'm sorry, and you're already inside. You have to walk and hog the wall, otherwise the guard is gonna notice you and he's gonna catch you. Okay, that's that. Before we're going to Genesis, we wanna do a small little menu. Okay, so we're gonna press start, open shop, and then you wanna go to the Shinra shop, switch to sell. You wanna sell 2 Shinra alphas. 2 sprint shoes, and the pearl necklace. Sometimes that's not enough, and if it's not enough, then sell your force bracelet, but it should be enough. So after this, you want to go to the Shinra shop and buy 99 somas. Yes, 99, it's very important to have 99. Okay, so after this, you want to go out, go to Material Fusion, then you want to go 1 to the right, select Dispel, go down, go to the right, select Steel, and here you want to give 91 somas. You can do 90, but that's one extra input, and I don't like that anymore to go over here and then press down just to save 1 soma, so I'll just go for 91. Triangle, and I get Dispel with plus AP plus 110%. Then you want to do one more. You want to take Blizzard here, go to the second one, and then you want to put that Blizzard over Thundara Blade. This Thundara Blade will then turn into a Fire Blade that you will definitely need later on. Perfect. So we now have everything fused that we need. We go to the equipment menu, go to Blizzara Blade because we don't need it anymore. Press left once, 1, 2, 3, 4. However many it takes to get the spell. Equip the spell. Perfect. And now we go to the save station to get a full heal, and then we walk to Genesis. Sometimes you can get an encounter here right at the start of the elevator. Just escape from that fight. Okay, so Genesis 1. Pretty easy, not that difficult. So what you want to do here is, at the very start, do a 3-hit combo, and then jump. Then right after that, you want to do a jump again. 1, 2, 3, jump, because then a ability gauge happens. Jump again. 1, 2, jump. And then another jump. Okay, I got pretty bad damage output. So what you want to do is, you either want to do another jump or you just want to attack him to death. Usually just attacking is enough. If you do like a 5-hit combo like that, that should be enough. I got a little bit bad luck here, so that's that. Okay, so we just had a high jump level up that was pretty darn good. Yeah, that's that. Our AP situation should be pretty good. Yeah, so close that, wait for this, and then we cut and skip outside. Okay, I don't think I need a heal. The Genesis heal was big enough from fighting him. So now we want to go here, hug this wall towards Modeo Bathhouse. And the next fight is Griffin. This one actually took me a while to figure out, even though it is pretty simple. However, it's also somewhat RNG dependent if it works the way it should. Griffin fight is relatively easy. You just want to use Fire Up Blade 5 times in a row. You do not want to move at all, because otherwise he's using a different moveset. So just start the fight and use Fire Blade 5 times in a row like that. Okay. That didn't work as planned. He did survive with a little bit of HP. That's probably because I was under-leveled, unlike in my practice. So maybe 6 times if needed, but in my practice I only needed 5. If he doesn't die after 5, just either use a 6 Fire Blade or regular attacks. Here you do not want to walk forward, because right in front of us is a random encounter. Do not do that. So hold like down left, like this, and then walk around the encounter, so you don't get the random encounter. Go up the stairs, skip this cutscene, skip the DMW affecting, and then move on. After this, you want to go downstairs and hug the wall over here so you don't get any more encounters. Like this. Then you will go up the stairs, through the boiler room, and you want to hit the save here. You do not want to save. Maybe you do want to save if you are making save states. So you want to hit this to get fully healed, and then we're going to the next boss, which is NGL Penance. So here you do not want to walk straight, because you would be walking right into a battle. So hug these like boxes here, and then you're entering NGL Penance without accidentally entering an encounter on the way. So NGL Penance works as follows. If your damage output is high enough, This should kill right at the end. If it doesn't, just do either one extra fire blade at the end, or just do a couple of regular attacks. So what you want to do after cutscene skip, immediately 5-hit combo. After 5-hit combo, fire blade. Then you want to use the spell, high jump, guard one attack, go behind, 1, 2, 3, fire blade. Then you want to do 1, 2, 3, fire blade. And then another fire blade, but that's most likely not going to kill. Then do another fire blade or just regular attacks. Fire blade in general is just a better attack because that usually just flinches him and kills him. So after that, there's a spree of a bunch of cutscenes that you just can skip right after another. Pretty good. Okay. So skip this, and now we have the beach episode, or I call it at least the beach episode. Another bunch of cutscenes that are just back to back to back that I can just skip and go happy, go lucky, whatnot. And the beach episode has the G swimmer enemies, which happen right after this cutscene right here. So what you want to do is you want to do always a 2-attack combo to get the damage increase and then use high jump. Kind of something like this. This kills all of them, easy peasy. 1, 2, and high jump, and clears them. Easy game. 1, 2, bam. I had a high jump level up, so I might have not even needed to do the 1-2 combo. But doing the 1-2 combo at least gives you the upper hand and gives you the damage, the extra damage, because if you use an ability material like high jump into a combo, you will do extra damage. So we're gonna skip this cutscene, and now we're getting introduced into probably the most overpowered ability in the entire run that I think they implemented in like the last month of developing the game because of how overpowered it actually is. Here we have the Buster Sword stance. Some just call it battle stance, Buster stance, BSS, BS, whatever. There are multiple ways that it's referred into community. It's really overpowered. So this move costs AP to use, and depending on what your setup is, it's either square plus X to take battle stance or another button combination. So what you want to do, if you have low damage, like if you know that your high jump is not doing a huge damage output, what you want to do is click away both of these tutorial prompts, and after you click those away, you want to battle stance and then high jump. However, our high jump has leveled up during Genesis, and I know that a leveled up high jump will deal enough damage to kill them. I'm not sure anymore if a level 1 high jump will also kill them, but I'm sure that a level 2 high jump will kill them without the need of Buster Sword stance. So what you want to do is you want to click those away and just high jump, and they're gone. Easy as pie. Easy as pie. Skip the cutscene. Then you want to hog, you want to get into the thing here, hog this place right here. You just want to be on like this yellow stripe. You do not want to go to the right too much, otherwise you want to get an encounter. Here you want to get this 5k gil chest, needed later, with another 5k gil that you get from a wardrobe. Then you skip this cutscene, and here you just spam high jump. Always try that you spam high jump here on like the center guy or someone that's like close by, so that doesn't happen. This sadly happens a bunch, that like sometimes the other guy is not getting hit, which is a big time waste. So make sure that your high jump hits all of them. Okay, that's not very good. Okay, Zack is level 14. We got all our AP back, so we can now just continue without any issues with that next battle. Okay, this fight this enemy is the G Blader. So what you want to do here is pretty simple. Skip cutscene, battle stance immediately, and high jump. Quad 9, and he's dead. You want to do this Buster Sword stance plus high jump for all the fights that are coming here. The second last and the last fight are a little bit inconsistent with getting the kill, like the quad 9. You cannot get the quad 9 unless they like run back, so it can attack your backs. But you don't really want to try to get their backs. You just want to deal damage as fast as possible. And I think this is the first one where the back attack doesn't happen anymore. Okay, 6k. 6k means you have to do it twice. If you do 7k damage or more with your Buster Sword stance plus high jump, then the second high jump you do doesn't really have to be another Buster Sword stance high jump. It can be a regular high jump. That should kill if you do 7,000 damage with your first Buster Sword stance high jump. Do the same thing here again. Okay, 6.1k is a little bit low, so I want to do this again, and you're good. Okay, we got a lot of AP back. We should be good on AP, so we're just continuing to General's Tank with this. Okay, so General's Tank is pretty simple. You want to skip this cutscene, you want to walk through these guys, and then attack to launch. Then target, back attack, boom, you're good to go. I'm going to do this, so you don't get, you want to get some back attacks in, but sometimes it's not really worth it going for them, because they're a little bit annoying to get. Meteor shots is not very good, so we're not going for it. Getting this back attack here. Okay, dodge this, and then one more. Okay, and that's General's Tank. You just want to Buster Sword stance, dodge his attacks, and high jump. Buster Sword stance, high jump, dodge his attacks. If possible, back attack with high jump, but it's usually slower trying to aim for his back, like going on his back and trying to get a back attack with the high jump. But it's not always better to try and go for a back attack, so it might be better to just spam Buster Sword stance plus high jump to kill him really quickly. Just make sure that you don't get hit by Gatling gun or by the 203 cannon, 203mm cannon. The 203mm cannon can deal like 1200 damage, I think. So it's a lot of damage that it can deal. So make sure that you don't get hit by it, because if you can get hit by it, it's a high chance of dying. So yeah, just be aware of that. Make sure that you don't get hit by it. Now here, what you want to do is just, after the little tutorial pop-up, just run backwards to this little switch here, and you have like a minute and 10 seconds after you arrive at the switch. A minute and 10 seconds of just pure waiting. So if you want to, like, I don't know, take notes, text someone, or like take a small bathroom break, this is your chance. Take that minute and 10 seconds that you have. Go to the restroom really quick. Because yeah, this is something you cannot skip. You just have to wait for it to go over. So if you're watching this on YouTube, just skip until the minigame is over. And that was already it. Skip the text, open the thingy. Here we're going to a guard scorpion. If you touch the safe spot before, or should I say after General's Tank, before the minigame thingy, you should still have full HP, MP, and AP, so you don't necessarily need to save anymore, but if you want to be absolutely sure, you can take it, but you don't necessarily need it. Go into the fight, skip the cutscene, and basically the same as General's Tank, Buster Sword stance, high jump. Buster Sword stance, high jump. If EM field, Buster Sword stance, ASAP, high jump. Buster Sword stance, high jump. Buster Sword stance, high jump. Buster Sword stance, high jump. Okay, and boom, that's the fight. I got a couple of lucky back attacks and DMW heals, but if you run out of AP, use a Soma. Use a Soma ASAP to get AP back for Buster Sword stance and for high jump. Cutscene skip a bunch of times. Press no, proceed without saving. Skip this cutscene, and then skip the next one as well. Then you want to walk backwards outside of the church. And here we have a triple encounter, easy, Buster Sword stands, high jump, and it clears. Very easy fight, very easy. Skip cutscene. Skip this little pop-up. Don't get this item, get the second one first. Yes, I should. Text skip until that pop-up happens, then skip cutscene, and then move on. Then go here to the main square, to the market. Then here you want to go to this pile here, press X, take it, skip cutscenes, D-pad up twice, 7-7, skip cutscene, old lumber, skip cutscene. And then you want to go to the Loveless Avenue. I think Sector 8, I forget which sector it is, but I think it's Sector 8. Where we fought Sheer Racer. You want to go there. You want to walk over there. There are no encounters anymore, so you can walk as freely if you want. Then we want to talk to the car guy here. This one. Then I want to skip this cutscene. Text prompt. Skip cutscene. Then upright to go back. And get the very last item that you need. You just basically walk all the way back where we started. So if you're on YouTube, you can skip, you can skip to there, which will be another like 30 seconds until we're there. We want to grab the item, just want to text skip until this happens and then skip the cutscene, go back into the church, then you want to talk to Aerith. This will give you the flower wagon. You have text after this, so don't spam start just yet, so skip this text and then spam start. Get the cutscene skip immediately. You have like 3 or 4 cutscenes back to back here, so skip them. Skip this, mash X here. Cutscene skip here again. Go back to the entrance. And when you're going back to the entrance, go back to Aerith and talk to her about the flower wagon. If you're on YouTube, I would recommend again skipping this because it's like another 50 seconds to a minute of just me walking to the same place. So if you know where to go, you can skip this small section. You want to instantly skip the cutscene here, because there's no text in between. Skip the cutscene. One after another. Okay, so after this cutscene skip, we have to do an input up. We have to do I have no regrets, so we can immediately continue and skip another cutscene. Skip another cutscene, and we're now in Nibelheim. Start of Nibelheim. Sephiroth wants to talk to us. This is very reminiscent of that one scene in the original FF7. You want to talk to Sephiroth a bunch, like this, and always skip the cutscene. After this cutscene, you just want to walk forward and go into the inn. You cannot skip that cutscene. Go up the stairs and talk to Sephiroth. Here we have like 5 or 6 cutscene skips in a row. And after those cutscene skips, there's like a very small segment where we have to walk. Like right after this cutscene skip, we have a small segment we have to walk, just small steps up the stairs. Okay, why is my camera weird? Up the stairs and talk to Sephiroth. Then we have to skip 2 cutscenes, this one and the next one, and then we're fighting G the leader and 2 G legions. So right after the cutscene skip here, you want to go into Buster Sword stance ASAP and immediately high jump. You want to do that twice and it should get rid of the enemies. Buster Sword stance, high jump, Buster Sword stance, and high jump. Easy game. And that's the fight. High jump really makes this a pushover. It's really simple and it's really nice. High jump is extremely overpowered. Okay, we have to hog the wall here so we don't get any encounters. Same goes to this one. We want to hog the right wall to not get encounters. Here, if you have a high jump level up, you can just do a single high jump and you're good. You want to hog the wall and just go down. If you have bombs, Buster Sword stance a jump, because otherwise they don't die. G legions and birds, they die with just a regular high jump. Bombs and death claws, you need to use Buster Sword stance to kill them. That's unfortunate.
Conflict resolved. Activating.
Okay, I got pretty unlucky with the encounters here. Getting that many encounters on the way down. But it is what it is. Here you want to hog the left wall. Or like a little bit. And after this fence you want to go to the left. Hog this part. And you want to go to the village of Nibelheim again. Skip the cutscene. Or both cutscenes, because there's going to be another one right after this. Go down the stairs. And there... after you're down the stairs, you have to take literally 1 step forward, or 2 steps, to trigger this cutscene, skip it, walk forward, out the door, walk straight until you hit a cutscene with Aerith talking, skip this DMW thing, cutscene, skip this, and then walk to Shinra Manor. Okay, so Shinra Manor is another minigame that we're doing to get an extremely good material. But here, hog the left wall, then hog the right wall like this. Then at this boulder right here, go here, do the gate, and you should not have an encounter. Okay, Shinra Manor has a minigame with these doors to the left and right. It is to open the save upstairs. As of right now, we do not have like a manipulation for that, so we actually have to do this minigame as fast as possible. So let me guide you through how to do this as fast as possible. So these are the chairs. You have to remember how many chairs you've seen here. So we look through the keyhole, we zoom out, hold L1, and go left and right. Okay, we start right first. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 chairs. Remember that we have 5 chairs. 5 chairs. We gotta remember that. We have 5 chairs. And here we have the enemies that the game is gonna ask us. Okay, we can see 1 enemy hiding there. Sometimes wait a little bit more to see if I have an extra back there. However, now I've waited way longer than I usually do to see if there's an enemy. Then while holding L1, I'm gonna check on the other side if there are any enemies. 1, 2. And there's no one over here, so we have only 2 enemies and 5 chairs. This is a cutscene that you can skip. This chest right here, you do not have to take it, but I'll take it for safety for late game. Okay, now we go for the third one, which are the care packages. We have an apple there, then we go to the right. We have 1 can over there, 2 apples, and down here we have another one. So we have 1 apple, 1 can, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 care packages. Okay, so you notice that we skipped the books. The books, which is the first digit, is only number 4, 5, or 6. So, and we're now in the run far enough that we say, okay, we're just gonna guess 4, 5, or 6 for the very first digit. Okay, so I'm always guessing 4 at the very first number. Then the second one is the amount of enemies that we saw, which is quoted as quote-unquote faces in the little guide. So we've seen 2 of those. Then the third one was the care packages, which was 5. And the last one was shares, which was also 5. So if 4255 does not work, then I'm going with 5255. Okay, that worked. If that didn't work, you would go for 6255 until it works. Press that away. Skip that cutscene. You get Vital Slash. Press that away. Cutscene skip. That Vital Slash is extremely powerful. So what you want to do before you go downstairs, you want to go into your menu, go Materia Fusion, Materia, go here, Power Attack, and Vital Slash Mastered. Now, this will give you a plus 1 ADK on your Vital Slash, which plus 1 attack is actually more than you think. If you think that Power Attack Fusion is unnecessary, you can just go to your equipment, go to your Power Attack, and swap that with your Mastered Vital Slash. And it's important that it's your Mastered Vital Slash, because that one has the plus 15 ATK. Okay, now we're down here, we want to enter the facility. We do not care about the side stuff right now because this is any percent. So we skip this cutscene right here. Go out the door, go out this door. We skip this cutscene right here. 7th day pop up. Skip the next cutscene, walk forward, skip this cutscene, skip this cutscene, walk forward, skip this cutscene, go up the stairs, and we already skip the thingy, like the in-between section. We're already at Mount Nibel, so we skip a small part of traversing. At this point, it's literally just faster to kill the enemies instead of running from them. If you have bombs or death claws, do Buster Sword stance. If you have Needle Kiss, use regular high jumps because those are enough. However, if there are any bombs or death claws in them, use Buster Sword stance because otherwise death claws or bombs will survive. See, even with Buster Sword stance, it's not guaranteed that you will kill the death claws, but it's still better to kill them than to try and run from them. Double death claw is like the worst thing that can happen to you, so you don't want that. Perfect. Okay, I have full HP, MP, and AP, so I'm going to skip the save spot, but if you want to save, you can do that. But I don't need it right now because I have full everything, so I can skip it without any issues. Hugging the wall and continuing further. So here you just literally hold forward. This is the fastest way to get the cutscene. Skip this cutscene, mash X for the DMW thingy. Then you have a couple of cutscene skips. And at the very start of Sephiroth, you want to do an X input once. So you can attack him like this, Buster Sword stance, and high jump. And then you want to do Buster Sword stance, Vital Slash, Buster Sword stance, Vital Slash, Buster Sword stance, Vital Slash. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. I was outsped. Okay, never mind. I actually outsped him. So what can happen sometimes with when you use high jump there, and it's very important that you use high jump late so that his the raw slash, which he is guaranteed to do at the very start of the fight, that you will dodge that attack. Because if he hits you, chances are pretty high that you either die or have like 50 HP remaining. Or at least in crit. His draw slash deals an incredible amount of damage. So what you want to do is just Buster Sword stance, high jump, Buster Sword Stance, Vital Slash, Buster Sword Stance, Vital Slash, on and on and on. However, at the end of that phase, he can use Heartless Angel. I have no idea, but for me, it's inconsistent if Heartless Angel hits me or not. This time I got lucky and I didn't get hit. But if I do get hit, so the first thing you want to do after you get hit here and you killed his first phase, what you want to do at the very start of phase 2, once you get control, use a potion and a high potion. If you don't have high potions, just heal like 3 potions or enough that you have over 700 HP. Because we're gonna get hit a couple times here. So yeah, if you get hit, make sure that you have over 700 HP at the start of this fight. So skip cutscene, and this one you cannot skip, you just have to wait. So what you want to do here is high jump on Buster Sword Stance, Vital Slash. Okay, I missed Buster Sword Stance, High Slash, and again, and he should be dead. This fight is incredibly easy as long as you have a lot of HP. I got a little bit unlucky there by how he pushed me. That usually does not happen, or should I say, it can happen that he can push you, but he shouldn't push you so far away that it pushes you away from the extra damage. If you do not have enough AP, just toss another Soma. We have enough Somas that just in case if something bad happens, you can do that, and you can just continue. Okay, so we can skip those cutscenes here. Don't need them. Skip cutscene. Then we can't see him right now, but on the left. On the bottom left of us, there is a researcher. You can see him there on the very down left, like his arm. So, but you just want to hold down left here and mash X to get the dresser key. You really need that, so do not forget it. You will lose a lot of time if you don't have it. Get this. Run to the door and cutscenes, and open the door. As soon as you see him turn around, skip the cutscene. And run towards the ladder. There are no encounters here, so you don't really have to hug walls. Go up the ladder. Go here. Skip the cutscene. Here you have to kind of hug walls. Like here, you gotta hug a wall because there is an encounter there. Here you want to go into this room. Here you get an encounter. If you get this encounter, just high jump. If that doesn't kill, just do a regular extra attack and you're good. Go to this wardrobe, get the 5k. And then go to this one and get the Soldier First Class uniform. The Soldier First Class uniform is the main thing that you want out of this. So after you get it, go out and you're good to go. Here you want to stay a little bit on the left. You do not want to go into the center. If you go into the center, you will get an encounter. But if you stay on the left there until we hit the wall and then go to the door, you will skip that encounter. Here we skip the cutscene again. You go to the right. Hug the wall for a bit. And we're on to our next part of the run, which is bodyguarding Cloud. Now, if your high jump has leveled up, the chances are that you can one-shot these Shinra troopers without needing Buster Sword Stance. Let's see if that's the case. Okay, we can kill them without a Buster Sword Stance with just a regular high jump. If your high jump is too low level, or you are too low level, a regular high jump will not kill all of them. So if it doesn't kill all of them in one shot and you realize the Grenadiers or one of them has HP remaining, just use Buster Sword Stance high jump instead. However, if you know, okay, he's doing enough damage, just use a regular high jump because that's faster than using Buster Sword Stance all the time. So we want to do this for all fights, just one high jump after the other. And you want to talk to the guy who's like dragging Cloud away. One after the other. Easy gaming. Just spam high jump. Really simple. And yeah, if you do not do enough damage, Buster Sword Stance. Do not use any DMW attacks here. That just loses you more time. And that's the Cloud bodyguarding segment done. Here we have a lot of cutscene skips. If you forgot the dresser key, you're gonna lose a minute because instead of this cutscene playing, you would gain control again of Zack, and you would have to get the dresser key plus the soldier first class uniform. If you do have neither of those, nor the dresser key nor the first class uniform, you have to get both, and that loses a lot of time. So you do not want to forget that. Here we have another Shinra Trooper fight, so we just high jump and we're good. So there has been a new strat development. We usually go over here and hug this wall over the exit, but it's supposedly faster to run over here and go to the end of the area like this. This saves a couple of seconds. You cannot skip this small cutscene here. You can skip this, however. Bit weird what's skippable and what's not. Go forward, skip cutscene, skip this prompt, hug the left wall. This segment is very specific with how you have to hug the walls and stuff, so I would just recommend looking how I do it and then just copy paste on how I do it. Walk horizontally there to get to the wall, because if you don't walk horizontally, the chances are high that you get into encounter. Walk diagonally here over this field to hug this wall. Skip this cutscene. Walk horizontally to the right here. If you don't walk horizontally, you get an encounter. Walk on the green surface here, the grass, and then hug the wall again on the right. Once you skip this cutscene, go to the left. And that's the last time you have to hug the wall in this area. Because this little minigame is only needed if you want to go for trophies. Other than that, it's completely optional. No need. So once we do this, we walk through the safe spot, and we skip the cutscenes. Okay, G Eliminator, or in my case, he just ate my hair guy. So what you want to do here is you want to skip the cutscene, and after skipping the cutscene, go bust a sword stance and high jump. Don't even walk, just bust a sword stance and high jump. Make sure how much damage you do. If you do quad 9, you can do a quick version of the fight. If you do not do quad 9, you have to bust sword stance every single high jump. Let's see how much damage we do. If we do quad 9, we can do the fast strat, and I will show you right now how it does. Okay, please quad 9. Perfect. Okay, double quad 9, and then do a regular one, because you get that. Then do another one of those. Another one of those. Then another regular one. And another regular one to kill. Perfect. Okay, that's G Eliminator. It's always 2 boss sword stance, or boss sword stance, high jump, boss sword stance, high jump, then regular high jump, boss sword stance, high jump, boss sword stance, high jump, and then 2 regular high jumps at the end to kill him if you do quad 9 with boss sword stance. If your boss sword stance does not deal that much damage, then you have to use boss sword stance instead, because then the strat is not going to work out, it's not consistent. Here you want to skip the cutscene as soon as it goes black, so you save a couple of seconds of black screen, and you want to go over this one. Right after it goes away, skip the cutscene. Walk to the right horizontally, get the chest, and then you want to walk to the next split, which is the G Slayer and G Predator. On the way, you want to get this second elixir here, just for pure safety. Okay, so at the start of this fight, what you want to do is you want to boss a sword stance, and while boss a sword stance is happening, you want to lock on G Blader. And then you want to high jump spam with boss a sword stance. So I hope I'm not messing it up. It's supposed to kind of look like this, I hope. Yep. And that's the fight. That's the fight. Very easy. The locking on is a little bit funky, but if you got that down, you're good to go. Okay, before Hollander, we have to do a menu, but I will talk a little bit ahead before I'm doing the menu so I can tell you what I'm doing. We're going to buy a Faraga, Lucky Stars, and 99 potions twice. The Faraga is needed to make a Blizzaga. The Lucky Stars is needed to make a Soul Twister Plus, and the potions are needed to make something else that's really good. So buy the Firaga, buy the Lucky Stars and 99 potions. And then we go Materia Fusion, we go to my Barrier 20+, we go to Cura. Make sure that Barrier first and then Cura, because if you do Cura first and then Barrier, you will get a Cura with HP up instead of a Barrier. And then you go to the Potions, go 91, press triangle, proceed with Fusion. Then you want to go out again, Potion, go on by Potions, 91. Okay, we have enough money, that's good. Go to Material Fusion, we go to Barrier, plus the Barrier that we have equipped. Because if we do it like this, we do not have to equip the Barrier afterwards, because we confuse it with something that we already have equipped, meaning we save Equipment menu. Then we go back to the Potions and go to 61. Use that, and we're good to go. Okay, now we go with High Jump, and then we go with Lucky Stars, Assault Twister Plus, extremely OP, that's good. Now with Assault Twister Plus, now the one thing that's left is use Thunder, the one that you have equipped, very important, the one you have equipped, plus Firaga is Blizzaga, proceed with Fusion, and you're good to go. Okay, outside the menu, go to this safe spot to get all the AP back that you need, and then go to the next fight, which is Hollander. Hollander is really easy, but Hollander is one of those other weird fights where you get materia locked at the beginning. So what you have to do is you literally need to just take one step, and then you can do the strat. So what I do is I skip the cutscene, hold forward on the control stick, hold L1, and I spam my Vital Slash. You do not have to do Boss Sword stance at the beginning. You just want to hold forward, and as soon as you see that Zack is doing his first Vital Slash, you just want to spam Vital Slash. Kinda like this. Okay, you want to get 6 Vital Slashes in. This is number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4, 5, and 6. You want to lock onto him, go behind him, Boss Sword stance, and the Soul Twister. I kind of messed up a little bit. A Soul Twister Plus. Okay, I messed up a little bit there. I was supposed to get back attacks from him, but I accidentally dodged with doing Buster Sword stance. So what's supposed to happen is you would go behind Hollander, Buster Sword stance, and then back attacking with a Soul Twister Plus, and that should usually just kill Hollander right then and there. Okay, skip these cutscenes and walk towards the cave entrance for Banora. Skip the text, go down. Okay, so you want to take all these chests because we're collecting the materia. Light materia, goddess materia, etc, etc. Here you want to go diagonally with face towards this ramp right here. This is where you do not get an encounter. You have to be very specific. If you deviate a little bit, you can get encounters. I can also not guarantee you that I'm not getting an encounter when I go up here, because sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. When I go here, I sometimes get an encounter. I don't know if it's because of I'm cutting it too short or I'm cutting it not too short. But sometimes I don't get an encounter. Okay, after you go in here, you want to go grab the chest here on the right. Then you want to grab the one all the way over there. All the way back here. And you want to go back and grab this chest right here. Okay, collect this last materia, and then we're moving on to Regicide. Regicide is a not a very beloved fight in the run. it's one of the more annoying fights. So go to the altar and set the 7 goddess materia. Skip the cutscene here, skip the tutorial prompt, press yes, and right after you place the materia, you can skip the cutscene like this, and then the fight immediately starts. What you want to do, take 2 or 3 steps forward, go bust a sword stance, and then immediately AT+. And do that back to back to back. But when you notice, oh, he's gonna cast Triton Daga, stay within your Buster Sword stance, otherwise you're going to die.
Activating combat mode.
That was bad. I didn't want to dodge. Okay, I was lucky there. I could have died easily. Okay, I got really lucky there. That I could have died there. Okay, he's gonna Triton Daga here because he waited. And now I was able to kill him. If you see that he's like waiting with his next move and he's like not immediately going into his next move, then you know he's going to use Triton Daga. Okay, skip the cutscene, touch the save point, and time for a showdown with Genesis and Genesis Avatar. Okay, so what you want to do here is you want to cast Blizzaga twice on Genesis Avatar at the start, and then immediately Blizzaga. Then immediately Barrier. So 2 Blizzagas at the start,
Activating combat mode.
and then Barrier. You want to dodge through his attack here. Okay, you want to check where his weak point is, which is over here. And then you want to do a Soul Twister Plus into Oblivion. This one is probably the most annoying fight ever because of the ads. You cannot really focus on them because you just want to focus on him instead. And keep your AP in your head, that you make sure that you have enough AP. If needed, use the elixir. If you didn't opt for the second elixir, use Somas if you don't have enough AP. Okay, I have to be careful here. Okay, now we want to use a Blizzaga to get rid of ads. Oh my god. Okay, they do not want to get hit by that. Okay. Okay, I opt to not do the not Blizzaga G Avatar as much, but I wanted to attack them quite a bit more. Okay, now we wait. If I had enough MP, I would have done a thingy, but I didn't. Okay, he's gonna be weak here. Okay, a Soul Twister Plus doing the job. Okay, there we go. More Soul Twister Pluses. Keep your HP in check. Make sure that you're not getting attacked too often. If you're below a certain amount of HP threshold, use potions to heal yourself because it's getting really dangerous. And that's G Avatar. This cutscene here is unskippable. And right after this cutscene, we have Genesis 2. So for Genesis 2, you want to start with a regular Vital Slash and then attack. Kind of like this. Right after the attack, you want to go for a Buster Sword stance and a double back attack like this. You know, wait. And then once you waited, you can go for another one. Okay, you want to wait here. Do back attacks. Okay. Wait until he's done with this dancing sword. Oh, and then do the back attacks again, and he's almost done. Okay. And now do the last one, and that's the game. That's Crisis Core Reunion, any percent, normal mode, the entire tutorial in less than 2 hours and 20 minutes. I know I messed up a bit in the Bahamut fight, but I hope you were able to learn something from it. And yeah, I hope the tutorial was helpful. If there are any questions, leave something in the comments or ask me on Twitter, Discord, or on anywhere else, maybe even on Twitch itself. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!